Welcome back, everyone, to The Deep Dive. So today we're going to be looking at something pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Self-worth and success.
Mm.
And we've got some research here that dives into that connection. It's something
Okay.
we hear about all the time.
Yeah.
But this goes way deeper.
Interesting.
Like one study found that people who have more self-compassion,
Okay.
they're more likely to take risks in their careers.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So like being nice to yourself
Uh-huh.
can help you make bolder decisions.
That's wild.
Hmm.
It's like it unlocks something.
It really
A whole new level of
Yeah.
achievement.
Exactly. So before we get to those risk takers,
Okay.
let's just define self-worth.
Sure.
We hear that phrase all the time, but
Yeah.
what does it actually mean?
So at its core, self-worth is just the value you place on yourself,
Okay.
but it's independent of your accomplishments
Uh-huh.
or what other people think.
So it's not about
It's not about any of that.
the corner office or the fancy car?
Exactly. Those are just external things.
Right.
They don't define you.
Right.
True self-worth comes from within.
I like that.
So think of it this way.
Yeah.
Someone with healthy self-worth,
Okay.
they believe they deserve good things.
Mm-hmm.
They accept their imperfections.
Yeah.
They're resilient.
Makes sense.
They don't get shaken easily.
So what happens when that foundation of self-worth,
Yeah.
it's shaky?
That's where we get into trouble.
Is that where we see like
Exactly.
Exactly.
Low self-worth.
Uh-huh.
It shows up in so many ways.
Does the research have any examples?
Yeah, there was one that stuck with me.
Okay.
It was about this woman.
Mm-hmm.
Super talented artist.
Oh.
She kept all her work hidden.
Oh, no.
She was terrified of criticism.
So much potential
I know.
just wasted.
Yeah.
Is that where fear of judgment comes in?
It is.
I know I've felt that.
Oh, yeah.
That pressure to be perfect.
It's totally normal.
Yeah.
But when it's excessive,
Right.
it can really hold you back.
Like how?
Think imposter syndrome.
Okay.
You feel like a fraud,
Right.
even though you're accomplished.
Or perfectionism
Yes.
keeps you stuck.
Procrastinating.
Full of self-doubt.
Oh, it's the worst.
It's like we're holding ourselves
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
from our full potential.
Yeah.
And the research points to some
like
root
this.
causes for this low self-worth.
Yeah.
Things like childhood experiences,
Uh-huh.
past failures,
Yep.
societal pressures.
All of that can contribute.
It's like
Yeah.
we internalize those messages
Right.
saying we're not good enough.
You get it.
But the good news is
The good news is,
self-worth isn't fixed.
no, it's not.
We can actually build it up.
We can.
It's like exercising a muscle.
Exactly.
The more we use it,
Uh-huh.
the stronger it gets.
You got it.
So how do we start
That's the question.
pumping that self-worth iron?
Well,
What are some steps we can take?
I think you'll like this.
Okay.
The research has some really practical strategies.
Lay it on me.
Okay.
How do we ditch the self-doubt?
It all starts with
Embrace our potential.
mindset.
Okay.
Instead of beating yourself up,
Yeah.
cultivate self-compassion.
So less inner critic.
Exactly.
More inner cheerleader.
Yes. Be your own best friend.
I can get behind that.
Good.
But how do we deal with
Sure,
those
yeah.
negative thoughts?
Yeah.
The I'm not good enough gremlins.
Yeah, those guys. Reframing.
Okay.
So when those negative thoughts pop up,
Yeah.
put them on trial.
What do you mean?
Ask yourself,
Okay.
is this really true?
Interesting.
What evidence do I have?
I like that.
You'll often find they don't hold up.
So we're like
Process.
cross-examining our inner critic.
Exactly.
What if the evidence
on it?
seems pretty convincing? Like, I'm messed up.
Okay.
Those negative thoughts feel justified.
Okay, so
Yeah.
shift the focus
How?
from self-criticism to growth mindset.
Okay.
Instead of saying, I'm a failure,
Yeah.
try saying, okay, this didn't go as planned.
Mm,
What can I learn?
I see.
Embrace imperfections.
Yeah.
See challenges as opportunities.
So it's not about
It's not about
avoiding mistakes. It's
Yeah.
about how we
it's about the approach.
approach them.
Exactly.
We use
yeah.
them as fuel.
Yes.
It's like
It's like,
failure is part of the journey,
it is.
not the opposite of success.
Powerful shift in perspective.
Yeah.
Takes the pressure off.
Right.
You don't need to be perfect.
This is already making me feel lighter.
I love to hear that.
But I know there's more to it
Yeah.
than just positive thinking.
It's not
At
just
some point,
it's not just that.
we got to take action.
We do. Action is key.
What does that look like?
I'm glad you asked.
Through the lens of building self-worth.
Yeah. So it's like this positive feedback loop.
Okay.
The more we act,
Uh-huh.
the more our self-worth grows.
Yeah, action is key.
Yes.
But it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't.
Like these huge things, right?
Oh.
We can start small.
Start small.
Yeah.
The research suggests that.
Break it down. So instead of aiming for a marathon,
Exactly.
I could start with a 5K
There you go.
and celebrate those small wins.
Celebrate every win.
Yeah.
It's a deposit
Okay.
in your self-worth bank.
I like that.
Speaking of celebrating,
Yeah.
the research actually talks about this
Mhm.
really cool visualization.
Ooh, tell me more.
It's called future self-journaling.
What is that?
Instead of just picturing your success,
Okay.
you write about it
Oh, interesting.
as if it's already happened.
I see.
So you describe the detail.
You have to already that.
You're already there.
Got it.
It makes it feel more real.
It's like we're tricking our brains
Yeah,
into believing we're already successful.
a little bit.
I love it.
Yeah.
But what about those times
So,
when self-doubt creeps back in? Even when we're doing all the right things.
yeah, that's where
Yeah.
a support system is so important.
Okay.
Surround yourself.
So like my cheer squad.
Yes, your cheer squad.
But sometimes we need
Sometimes you need
more than just
cheers.
blind encouragement.
Exactly.
Right.
That's where
Like we need a mentor.
a mentor, okay.
Can be invaluable.
Yeah,
They can give you that
an objective perspective.
objective perspective,
Yeah.
constructive feedback,
Mhm.
help you navigate the tough stuff.
It's like having someone
It is.
who's been there, done that.
They've been there. They've
Yeah.
got the map.
Exactly.
They can show you the way.
Okay, so we've got mindset shifts.
You do?
We've got action plans.
Yeah.
We've got support systems.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else
One more thing.
we should add to our toolkit?
Self-acceptance. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Are we talking about
Sorry?
embracing our flaws?
are.
Because sometimes
It's tough out there.
social media makes it seem like
It does. It's a competition.
it's a highlight reel.
for who's the most perfect.
It's not real life.
Yeah.
Self-acceptance starts with
Right.
letting go of comparisons.
So stop comparing myself
Yes.
to other people.
Other people.
Okay.
Everyone's on their own journey.
So instead of trying to fit into some mold,
Exactly.
we should be celebrating what makes us unique.
Yes.
Our quirks, our
Like,
passions,
even
all of it, even our flaws.
They're part of what makes you you.
It's like that saying,
Yeah.
comparison is the thief of joy.
It is.
And I think it's also the thief
It
of
is.
self-worth.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've tackled mindset.
We have.
We've got action.
We do.
We've got support.
Yep.
We've got self-acceptance.
Uh-huh.
But what about...
What about that fear of judgment?
Yeah.
Any tips on how to
This is where we
face that head on?
reframe failure.
Okay.
Failure is inevitable.
It is, yeah.
It's part of life.
It happens to all of us.
But instead of viewing it as
Yes.
a reflection of your worth,
Right.
see it as a learning opportunity.
So like Thomas Edison,
Make
I
that
haven't
something.
failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work.
Love that.
Turning those setbacks
Yes.
into stepping stones.
And one of
Like,
the best ways
One of the best ways
to overcome that fear.
is to take small risks,
Okay,
step outside your comfort zone,
little by little.
little by little.
Yeah.
Each time you do that,
We're building up
you are.
our courage muscles.
Yes, you are.
And we also got to remember
And you got to remember
to focus on the present moment,
the present moment,
not dwell on
not dwell on the past
past mistakes
or worry about the future.
or future outcomes.
Right.
So it's a combination
It is.
of mindset,
Yes.
action,
Yes.
and being present.
And being present.
Shift our perspective.
Mhm.
Take those brave steps
Take those steps.
and focus on what we can control.
Exactly.
And this isn't a one-time thing.
No, it's not. It's a journey.
Building self-worth
It is.
is an ongoing journey.
It is.
It's about those small choices,
Those small choices.
those mindset shifts
that up.
that create
A big transformation.
big transformation.
Speaking of transformation,
Yeah.
let's bring it back
Let's do it.
to the big picture.
Okay.
We talked about the individual benefits,
Yeah.
but what about the ripple effects
The ripple effects are huge.
of improved self-worth?
Yes.
How does it impact
it impacts everything
everything
beyond just
in
time?
achieving our goals?
Yes.
Okay.
Paint me a picture.
Okay. So what are some...
When you feel good about yourself,
Yeah.
when you value yourself,
Uh-huh.
it radiates outwards.
Okay.
It impacts your relationships,
Yep.
your career, your health,
So it's like
your well-being.
this positive energy
It is.
that spills over
Spills over.
into every area of our lives.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, so give me some
Okay, so
tangible examples.
you become much more resilient
Okay.
to challenges.
So like setbacks?
Setbacks don't derail you.
Don't derail us.
because you know
Okay.
your worth isn't tied to those outcomes. It's like,
There's an inner strength.
yes, inner strength,
That helps us bounce back.
bounce back from anything.
That's powerful.
It is powerful.
And that resilience
And that resilience
also helps us
helps you
take more risks
take more risks
because we're not
because you're not
so afraid of failing.
as afraid of failing,
So we're more willing
more willing
to put ourselves out there.
to go for it.
It's not about,
Being fearless.
it's about having the courage
It's up the courage.
to step outside our comfort zone.
Exactly.
Doing that,
Knowing that,
even if it doesn't go as planned,
yeah,
we'll be okay.
you'll be okay.
One of the most
One of the most benefits
profound benefits
that the research mentions,
is the sense of
Yeah.
satisfaction and fulfillment.
it comes from
It comes from
living in alignment
living in alignment
with our true self.
with your true self.
So we're no longer
Darn,
trying to please others.
no,
We're not
you're not trying to fit in.
trying to fit it to a
You're
mold.
embracing
Your authentic self.
our authentic selves.
Yes,
That's what it's all about.
it is
Living a life.
living a life
That feels meaningful
that feels
and true to who we are.
true to you.
And I can only imagine the
Understood, don't say.
authenticity
Definitely spills
built
over
into our relationships.
into relationships big time.
When we value ourselves,
When you value yourself,
we attract people
you attract people
who value us.
who value you.
You're not settling
A relationship
for less,
that drain us
that don't serve you.
or make us feel less than value.
Seriously.
So we're building those connections
You're building connections
based on respect.
based on respect and
It's
appreciation.
appreciation. It's a beautiful cycle.
It is.
It all comes back to self-worth.
It all comes back
And that brings us
to
to
self-worth.
the core message.
Yeah.
Self-worth isn't fixed.
Okay.
It's not
And
something
it's not something
you're born with.
we're just stuck with.
You're not stuck with it.
We can actually
Cultivate it
cultivate it
and strengthen it
over time.
over time.
And the research gives us
The research gives us
tools to do that.
the tools
Yeah.
it gives us.
We've talked about
Does.
reframing negative thoughts,
Uh-huh.
future self-journaling,
Yep.
building a support system,
Yes.
embracing our imperfections.
All of it.
It's about taking
It's about taking,
and all this
putting it into action.
into action.
You've got the map
It's like, now it's time.
to take the journey.
Now we just got to
Embark on that journey
embark on that journey
of self-discovery
of self-discovery,
and growth.
and the destination
And the destination,
is a life that's not just successful,
not just successful,
but also
meaningful.
meaningful, full of joy. Full of joy. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's about.
Living a life that feels
Living a life that feels authentic and aligned
with who we are.
with who you are.
It all starts with
It all starts with believing in yourself.
believing in ourselves.
So, now that you understand the power of self-worth,
It's pretty amazing.
it is.
What's one small step someone can take?
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
It can be so simple,
Okay.
like writing down a positive affirmation,
Mm-hmm.
setting a tiny goal you can crush today,
Oh, I like that.
or even just
just-
acknowledging one of your strengths.
Always recognizing.
Just recognizing it.
Yeah.
It's those small things.
The little things add up.
They do.
We're making those deposits
Exactly.
in our self-worth bank.
Keep making those deposits.
And the research really gives us
It does.
the tools to make those deposits, right?
It does.
We've talked about
It's like a,
reframing negative thoughts, future self-journaling,
Yep.
building a support system,
Absolutely.
even embracing
Yes.
our imperfections.
All important.
It's about taking this knowledge
Yes.
and actually using it.
Using it, putting it into action.
Right.
You got it.
It's like we've given you a map.
We have.
Now it's time to
Take the journey.
embark on that journey
Yeah.
of self-discovery and growth.
And the
The
destination
destination
is a life.
is a life.
That's not just successful,
Not just successful,
but it's meaningful.
it's purposeful.
Purposeful.
It's joyful.
and joyful.
Yeah.
It's the whole package.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's about.
Living a life that feels
Living a life
authentic
that feels aligned
and aligned
with who you truly are.
who we truly are.
And it all starts with believing in yourself.
Believing in ourselves. Yeah.
So that wraps up our deep dive
That does it.
into the fascinating world.
This has been fascinating.
It is fascinating.
Of self-worth and success.
Remember, you have the power
We do.
to create the life you want.
We really do.
It starts with that first step.
That first step.
And never underestimate the
Never-
power of small actions.
Those small, consistent actions.
They can lead to
They really can.
extraordinary transformations.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for being here.
Until next time,
See you next time.
keep diving deep
Keep diving.
and keep believing in your awesome potential.